Welcome to My Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right, without further ado, let's get into the juice. And this scenario is a little unique. This thread is a little unique. So let's go through it together. Has anyone ever tried to kill you? How'd it go? Crazy, right? All right, let's see. Happened when I was a kid. Two boys in the neighborhood wondered what would happen if they hung somebody, and they chose me to hang. I am fuzzy on the details. Other than that, I was swinging when my dad saw what happened and cut me down. I only remember being lifted off the ground and then in my dad's arms. What the fuck? How does that even come up? Like, I get it, you're kids and stuff, but how does that come up? You're just like with your buddies and you're just like, hey man, my dad was watching this show where they hung people. He's like, I wonder what that's like. Wow. Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. My ex-husband, goddamn, was choking me and he wasn't going to let go. I always say horror movies save my life because in that moment I remembered my comments about people getting choked. Why do they struggle to the very end? Why not relax and pretend you're dead so the killer lets go and thinks it's over? So I did that. I relaxed and looked off. He freaked out and let go. I left 2 days later and we were divorced 2 months after that. He's a piece of shit and I hope he's dead. Yo, he was choking you out? I mean, I would like to know what it is you did to make him, so mad to where he wants to choke you out. Now, look, I'm not saying you deserved it. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying none of that shit. I just wonder, what would get a guy to the point of where he feels like, I gotta choke this bitch out. I'm so mad. I want to watch the life drain out of her body kind of shit. Thank God you got a divorce because that's fucking nuts and crazy. But what did you do to make him that pissed off? My goodness, that is so scary. Man, I'm a big advocate, like I said, for abusive relationships. You get the fuck out of that bitch and run as far as you can, do everything and anything that you can. Cause I understand it's not easy to get out of those relationships. 100%. I understand, but it's like, Jesus, oh my God. I wonder what she did. Oh, wow. Hey, I'm glad she got out of that and she's doing better. Hopefully, man. Yes, best friend from childhood tried to kill me by shooting me 3 times point blank with a .45 through the neck, out my back, in my gut and left hip. This was all because he relapsed after 4 years of sobriety due to his relationship ending. Couldn't handle his emotions and got aggressive towards me and my friends on my property who were just visiting for my birthday. Flatlined 2 times in operation, lots of blood transfusions, stomach surgery, and a destroyed C6. Bullet bruised my left jugular vein, and I got super lucky. Oh my God, lots of surgeries to come and healing in all types of ways. He faces 2nd-degree felony, but the lovely state of CO, I don't know what state, I think maybe Colorado, allows him to be on bond till final hearing. So we have a man in our streets who tried to murder somebody. Whoa. His homie fucking relapsed over a chick. He was just like, oh, she broke up with me. It's the end of the world. And goes to his friend's house all smashed. He's like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, you've been sober for 4 years, man. What's going on? And he's just like, oh, shut up, man. You don't know anything. You don't know my life and what I've been through. And it's like, bro, chill. Like, you all right? Like, are you good, man? Because, you doing some crazy shit. And then he just whips out a gun. And he's just like, brow. Like, yo. That is wild as fuck. Oh my God. Imagine you just trying to help your homie out and he fucking shoots you 3 times, close to you dying twice. Dying. Homeboy said I flatlined twice. Yo, man. Hey, I hope you're doing better, bro. Golly. People go through some shit. Kid came to school with a gun in his backpack and a list of names. Yo! Kid was one of my friends, not super close friend, but my name was first on the list. But I thought you guys were friends. He was caught roaming the school looking for me. I had been taken out of school a few days early for the holidays to visit my grandparents and hadn't told my friends. As far as I know, it was swept under the rug. Never saw the kid again. Only heard about it from my mother and then later a school counselor I was required to talk to for a while. Never found any news story and reports about it either. This was the early 90s. Yo, you got fucking saved. Imagine if he didn't go to his grandparents' house for the holidays. Imagine. You would be dead right now. That's crazy. I wonder why he was the first on the list though, because it's like, yo, man, you and I are cool, right? Like, we're friends. So why would you want to get so-called revenge on me? You know? That's it. That is kind of weird. Damn. Wow, that's crazy, bro. You got saved. You got saved, bro. Somebody was looking out for you, man. Woo. All right. I was stabbed by an idiot when I refused to give him my wallet. Bruh. Okay, see, that's some stupid shit right there. That is some stupid shit. If I am being mugged and they're like, give me your shit, blah, blah, blah. I obviously, like, if I'm with my girl or whatever, I'd be defending her type shit. You know, I'd put her behind me, whatnot. You know, I'd take a stab for her. But I'm not going to take a stab for my fucking wallet, bro. Here, have my shitty ass wallet. I'm going to cancel my credit cards anyway. I don't really keep cash on me like that anyway. So here, take my fucking wallet, dude. It's going to be a pain in the bitch getting another driver's license, but hey, you know, it is what it is. But it's just one of those things where it's like, dude, here, take my shit. I'm not getting stabbed and killed over my fucking wallet. Are you kidding me? No, you're retarded for that. You are retarded for that. You should have just gave that motherfucker your wallet. Who cares? It's your wallet, bro. It's not worth almost dying over. Homeboy could have stabbed you multiple times, or he could have stabbed you to death. If I'm being honest with you, he could have just been like, you know, thinking it was worth it, killing you over some canceled credit cards. You know, it's like, not me, chief, bro. Nah, not me. Fuck no, man. Not me. Not me, brother. I couldn't do it. Nah, that's retarded. I don't know what you think you're doing over here getting stabbed over a wallet. You're dumb, bro. You are dumb as fuck. Oh, man. Okay. Ooh, yes. A serial killer by the name of Dale Hausner. I was out walking at night when he pulled up on me. I ran into an orange grove before he was able to shoot, and that night he killed a young woman walking to the apartment complex that I lived in. It still doesn't seem real to me, and it could have been me instead of her, and in a way regret that it wasn't me. She was also the last of his victims. Bro, that is crazy. He's got survivor's guilt. Oh, yeah, survivor's guilt. Like, imagine, you know, somebody was supposed to die, or somebody died in your place. You know, like, you were supposed to be the one that died, but then somebody else dies, like, for you. Oh. Yo, I've never had survivor's guilt. I've never been in that situation. You know, I've never really been in a position like that. So I personally wouldn't know what he's going through, you know, and stuff like that. But damn, bro, imagine having survivor's guilt. Oh, like, I'm kind of shuddering just thinking about it, you know, thinking about somebody's life getting ripped away from them when your life was supposed to be the one that got ripped away. Like, Damn, man, that's a scary thought, bro. That's a very, very scary thought, man. I hope he's doing all right, man. I hope he got some therapy or something. Jesus, that is crazy. Yes, when I was about 19, my mom's ex-boyfriend broke down the front door while we were in the kitchen. I got in front of him. We started fighting, and him being 2.5 times my size, got me against the wall and started trying to strangle me to death. So I put my thumbs in his eyes and pushed, scratched with everything I had, and now he's partially blind for life. I win, fuckface. Oh, and then he got cancer. Oh, shit. He's like, not only did I make your bitch ass blind, but now your dumbass got cancer and you living with all that regret and animosity now. Like, damn. Hey, some people, karma just hits worse than others, bro. You know, some people, karma comes and it fucking just whacks you. You know, some people, they get like little karma, you know, like they may, you know, something may not go right, or they're planning on something and it doesn't turn out, you know. But then there are other people who get the karma stick so bad, it just fucking knocks them so unconscious. Their life is just in a daze now. You know, like, think about it. That guy was just an abusive piece of shit and this and that. And now he has to deal with cancer. Now he has to deal with an illness that he has to deal with for the rest of his life. Like, yo, karma is real, guys. Karma is real. Whether you don't want to believe it or not, karma is real, and it's going to get you. It may get you in a small way. It may get you in a big way. But at the same time, you never know who you are. You know, are you the person that, you know, you get the little karma, or are you the person that gets the big karma? That's why for me, I'm like, hey, I'm going to be honest with people. I'm going to be straight with people, and is what it is. I stay out of motherfuckers' way, all that shit, because I'm not trying to be one of those. I'm not trying to be that type of person where I get whacked with karma stick so hard, you know, my life is in a daze. No thanks. No thanks. God. That's crazy. I was victim of a drive-by shooting. I got hit on my right arm and in my back. The bullet that hit my back clipped the left side of my spinal cord, and I am now a quadriplegic. Life isn't too bad, though. I'm currently in college receiving SID and Medicare. I live in California, so weed is legal, and my fam doesn't do too bad of a job caring for me. It could be worse. Man. Whew. I'm glad that you're looking at the bright side, man. Oh, man. You know, and then you're strong enough to actually share that kind of story, you know, because a lot of people who go through traumatic incidents like that, they never share it ever, you know, and it only under maybe the guise of like a therapist and stuff like that. And so for him to be able to share that and actually, you know what I mean, go through that shocking story, hey, I give it to you, man. More power to you, brother. That's tough. Hey, you're in college though, you know, you have the rest of your life ahead of you, my G. Do your thing, man. Damn, that's crazy. Hey, you know, show some love, all right? Show some love for that guy, man. That's crazy. When I was like 15, a friend loaded a gun and pointed at me. I talked him down. 10 years later, he shoots his roommate in the head. Yo! That's crazy. Homeboy was just playing with a gun. He's like, yo, bro, chill out, relax. We ain't got to do this, man. We ain't got to do this. And he's just like, I am never talking to that motherfucker again. 10 years later, he does the same shit. Homeboy didn't talk him down enough. He was like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, he probably got aggravated and made him aggravated. He was just like, man, fuck you. Bow. And it was like, oh, shit. Oh, my God. Yo, there's some unhinged ass people out here, man. Unhinged ass people, dude. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta watch out for certain people. You know, yeah. I had a weird situation as a teenager. I was just getting into riding motorcycles, and my manager introduced me to a shop owner to get my bike fixed. Ended up becoming friends with this older dude. He wanted me to pretend to be his girlfriend's boyfriend. This is because he's a near 50-year-old dude sleeping with a teenager. I also figured out eventually he was on drugs. Anyway, I moved across the country and he offered to make sure my motorcycle got shipped properly. Turns out he booby trapped my brakes, and thankfully I was in a safe area and not in traffic when they went out. He unsuccessfully tried to murder a handful of people that knew he was a pedophile. Whoa. Unfortunately, there's no happy ending to this story. My dumbass self did nothing as far as I know. He never got in trouble. I would love to be able to go back in time. This happened 18 years ago when I was 16. I actually did try to go to the police for unrelated matter, and they were such assholes that I never thought again to bother with the cops. That's crazy. This man was like, you found out about my secret? All right, man. Hey, I'm going to make sure your bike is all good, you know. And he gets in those brakes and he's just like, you know, he's like, yeah, this motherfucker ain't about to know. He about to know about my escapades. Like, I like them little girls. And ain't nobody going to stop me from liking them little girls. Like, yo, that's crazy. It's kind of fucked up that the police didn't believe him, though. You know, it's like, dude, hey, you know what I mean? And then just the fact that, like, it's super red flag where he's just like, yo, can you tell, you know, people that you're my girlfriend's boyfriend because, you know, I'm 50 years old and she's, I don't know, probably 16, 17 or something like that. Yeah, crazy, bro. Crazy. Hey, I'm glad, you know, it didn't work. I'm glad he didn't actually, you know, get taken out, you know, because of that. My older sister was a drug addict and generally nuts in the worst way. When I was maybe 8 or 9, I was in the car with her when she started to have a freak out. She became suicidal, saying she would just kill us both, and swerved into oncoming traffic. The other cars managed to avoid us until she hit the median, and then the cops came out. She managed to lie her way out of any medical intervention. She said she had lost control of the car. We went on our merry way with a tow truck. Later, she said if I ever told anyone, she'd kill me for real. I never did tell anyone until I was an adult in therapy. Whoa. That is crazy. That's your own flesh and blood out here trying to take you out like that. Oh my God. That is... my goodness, man. That's scary. That is terrifying. If I'm being honest with you, that is terrifying to the highest degree. Like, that's your sister. You trust her with your life, bro. With your life, you trust that girl. And you're over here like looking up to her because you're 8 or 9, you know, and because that's all you got. That's your sister. You know what I mean? And she out here doing that shit. Damn, man. That's scary. Hey, I'm glad, you know, you got some therapy and you got through it, because, and I hope your sister is in a fucking insane asylum or something, because that is ridiculous. She over here just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna kill us because that sounds like a fantastic idea. And it's like, man. And then the fact that she was able to lie her way out of that shit. What? Man. Oh. All right. Yeah, my grandpa tried to run me over a few times. God damn. The shit y'all go through, bro. Oh my God. The shit y'all go through. Woo! All right, I told that to my mom, and she told me how he did the same thing to her. Wow. He tried to run his own daughter over, bruh. Oh my God. He died last year. No one misses this shithead. Some people ask me why, and the reason is that my mom and I were not born with penises. Oh, I see. Okay. Not just because of grandpa. I suffered from severe CPTSD and depression. I don't know what the fuck CPTSD is. Okay. My family normalized abuse, so seeing so many upvotes and comments mentioning how abusive they were to me, confirming like that from this many people saying, says a lot to me. Okay, I don't know what. All right, but yeah, damn, that's fucked up. The fact that he had a daughter, he was like, man, I don't give a fuck if I kill my daughter. I didn't want a girl anyway. That's crazy. dude, like, how do you justify running over your daughter because you wanted a boy? And then you're just like, oh man, my dumbass daughter has another daughter. Like, I'm gonna run her ass over too. Like, fuck both you bitches. Like, dude, man, like, like, bro, this ain't. I don't even know, because I was gonna say, like, this ain't the 1950s anymore, you know, whereas they really valued having sons and stuff. It's like, dude, you have a daughter, so be it. It is what it is, man. You know, move on from that shit and just enjoy your children, enjoy your life, enjoy what you're doing. Oh, yo, that's scary, man. That is scary. Damn, that's scary. All right. I've been shot at. I wasn't the target, but I was downrange. It was scary, but I was fine 15 minutes later. They were driving away fast. I didn't expect the return. I also got stabbed. I was able to block it with my elbow and grab his arm and control it. He was like 20-year-old addict, and I'm 36-year-old construction worker. He panicked and ran off. I had to spend 4 days in a hospital getting IV medicine to combat the infection. I'm fine now. This happened 3 months ago, and it still hurts, but I'm fine. Damn, nigga, 3 months ago? I mean, good thing you were, able to overpower the dude, but what the fuck? Man, like, I want to know where these people live, if I'm being honest with you. I want to know where they live, because it's like, if this crazy shit is just happening, to you guys just out on the street and, shit like that, where do y'all motherfuckers live? Like, lucky for me, I kind of live in a bit of a suburban area, so, I don't really deal with too many crazy people. I mean, here and there, you'll have the helicopter flying by talking about, we're looking for a black male, and you know what I mean? And you every once in a while, you can get some crazy shit like that, because the motherfucker's on the lam and running around and shit, and you're like, holy crap. And I mean, I've even had a situation where even a neighbor of mine, they were a felon and some shit happened, and so on and so forth. But, I understand crazy shit can happen, but it's just like, man, I wonder where you guys live that, this crazy shit where people are shooting at y'all and trying to stab you and this and that. Like, man, that's kind of crazy. Either that or it's like, who y'all be pissing off? Like, man, whew. Oh my God. Had someone cut my brake lines, felt the pedal go to the floor when I put it in drive, crimped it, and wasn't even late for work. Okay. I wonder who did it. I wonder who cut your brake lines. See, this is what I mean. Like who y'all making mad? You know what I mean? It might have been an ex-girlfriend. Some old psycho bitch like, oh, I got this nigga. I got this. I'm a clip his shit. Fuck him. Yeah, he about to crash this car, Oh, man, I could see that. Sadly, I could see that happening. And that's kind of a scary thought. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, but it's like, dude, who y'all be pissing off? Man, like, don't get me wrong. Some of these scenarios have been accidents and so on and so forth. But, man, who do y'all be pissing off? Because some of them don't seem like they be accidents. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of them seem kind of premeditated. It's like, God damn. My mom pushed me down the stairs when I was 8. She also left me in a wave pool when I was 3 and couldn't swim. She's a psychopath. Yo, how do you leave your 3-year-old child in a wave pool? Like, what in the fuck? Yo, some people don't need to be parents, man. That is point blank simple. Some people do not need to be parents, man. That shit is wild. She straight pushed her son down the fucking... was it her son? Was it his son? No, it was a girl. It was a daughter. Straight pushed her down the stairs. And, like, I mean, why? You know what I mean? Why would you push your child down the stairs? Look, I get it. You know, if your kid is angering you and making you upset and this and that and so on and so forth, whatever, it's understandable. You know, but for you to enact violence like that, kind of wild. I ain't gonna lie to you. Kind of wild. Damn, bro. Ugh. All right, we're gonna do like 4 more. I have 2. The first time in primary school, a friend and I were watching a movie when his older special needs brother decided that I had laughed at him and he tried to choke me to death. Just as I was blacking out, I flailed a kick in his groin and he flinched enough that I got free. Then his mom stepped in. The second one, a girlfriend tried to cook me to death in a car while I was sleeping. She confessed to it later when she was drunk. Yo, she confessed to murdering this man. She was like, oh yeah, you know, remember that time I left you in the car? Yeah, I was really trying to kill you because I fucking hate you. I was trying to kill you, but I love you now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I love you now, but I was trying to kill you. I was really trying. Like, wow. Yo, this thread is crazy, man. This thread is crazy, man. You guys, woo. Tell me what you think about this thread in the comments because this thread is wild, man. It is wild. All right, we're going to do 3 more. Let's see. Swimming in a shallow area of a very large football field-sized community pool. I was about 6 years old at the time. My sister's friend asked me if I wanted to learn how to go under the water. I said yes. She told me to take a deep breath and then shoved me under the water and sat on me, wrapped her legs around me. I could not get away. Somehow my mother, who was sitting on the surrounding grass, half paying attention, figured out what was happening. She charged over and threw the girl off me. Not sure what would have happened if she had not come for me. Thanks, Mom, and fuck you, Meredith. Yeah, fuck you, Meredith. Out here trying to kill our boy like that. Man, that is crazy. Like, what was she expecting? You know what I mean? Like, what was she expecting? Like, oh yeah, I'm just going to put this little boy under the water and just hold him under there. And then he's going to learn how to go under the water. Yeah, it's going to be super successful. This is going to be great. Like, you know, like, do people not think before they do shit? I guess not, because, I guess not. They just be doing some stupid shit. You know, like the first scenario we went over with the kid who was trying to hang himself, you know, and it's just like, come on, man, what are y'all doing? Like, what are you doing? Oh, all right, 2 more. My boyfriend at the time tried to strangle me. Man, y'all bitches be getting strangled. This is like the 3rd one. Damn. I don't know what stopped him, but that night I fled and went into hiding. I got a restraining order and I never saw him again. I hope he's dead or soon. Whoa. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't wish death on anybody. And I understand that how abusive he was being and so on and so forth, but I just wouldn't wish death on anybody. But god damn, man, what do y'all be doing to get strangled? I just gotta know, like, because look, man, these motherfuckers ain't just coming home and just choking y'all bitches out. All right, let's keep this hundo P. They are not just coming in and just choking your shit out. They're not. You have to be doing something for them to fucking want to choke you out. What are you guys doing to get choked out, bruh? I'd love to know. Ladies, in the comments, please let me know. Why would a guy choke you out? You know, you let me know. Look, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that you deserve it because of what you're doing. All I'm saying is how far do you have to go to get a dude to fucking choke you out? Because me, I'm the type of guy, it takes a lot for me to get really, really angry. And I would never really put hands on a woman like that or nothing. If I'm being honest with you, I would never put hands on a woman. Do I ever condone it? My thing is, in times when I do get really, really angry, you know, like, I don't really enact violence, nothing like that. It's just a thing where I'll go blow off steam in a different way, whatever the case may be. But for a guy to get extremely physical with you to the point where, homeboy is really trying to kill you, he is strangling your shit. Really, what do you have to do? And I get it, some guys, they're super fucking emotional and, they're little bitches and they get emotional over shit and then they want to whine and cry and this and that. But, I mean, what do you have to do, really, to get fucking strangled out like that? That is just, that's crazy. I don't know. Like I said, ladies, let me know, because that's crazy. All right, our last one for today's scenario. Got jumped by 2 drunk dudes when I was walking. I fought like a badger. They took off, but when it was all said and done, I was worse for the wear. 6 stab wounds, 4 broken ribs, 2 missing molars, 3 broken knuckles, a cracked orbital socket, and a broken nose. Healed up as well as I could, but now I absolutely have zero tolerance policy for anyone wanting to fuck around. Man. Yeah, see, like I said, that's why I be staying out of motherfuckers' way. Like I told you with the whole wallet thing, bro, I stay out of people's way, bro. I don't even be dealing with nobody. I don't be out like that. Nah. Because motherfuckers are just crazy. Like, this motherfucker got jumped. Talk about, oh yeah, I don't have tolerance for people who fuck around. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You got your ass beat. And you think you won that fight? Nah, fam. Nah. You lost that fight wholeheartedly. Like, nope. Couldn't be me. I'm going to tell you that now. Couldn't be me, because I'd stay out of motherfuckers' way. I'd be like, hey, man, yeah, go ahead. You win. Yeah, you better than me. Whatever. I ain't got time for your bullshit, man. If you want to act better than me and you want to be better than me, cool. Go ahead. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Have fun. Now it's another thing if it's like my girl. It's another thing if I got to jump in because my homie got his ass beat. You know what I mean? And we got to be homies, all right? Mind you, we got to be homies. Like, you got to be my nigga. You got to actually be my nigga in order for me to actually jump in on a fight, all right? Because I ain't jumping in for no random ass motherfucker. Let's keep that hundo P. I ain't jumping in for no random motherfucker. But, I will jump in for a friend if he's getting his ass beat. I ain't going to lie to you. Yeah, let's just keep that straight. And then, if my girl, whatever, I'll protect her, whatever. But if I'm out, just doing my thing, whatever, and they want to come at me and shit, all right, yeah, man, cool, do your thing. Like, I ain't got time for all that shit, if I'm being honest with you, man. I don't. I think that's just crazy. And, yeah, I just don't be dealing with people like that. I don't. All right, man, we're going to get into the announcements. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you guys have been showing. Man, we've been getting a lot of support, a lot of support, man. I am so excited to get into the next year. I am. I'm very, very excited to take this podcast into 2024, man. You guys are going to help me usher that in, and it's going to be awesome, man. We're going to, all the live streaming content, you know what I mean? I want to get more engaged with that. We're going to be definitely doing more of that. The scenarios are only getting more juicier. The threads are only getting more crazier, so I hope you guys are ready and you guys are here for the long run, because, this show is going to continue, man. You guys have been showing massive support and I've been loving it, man. I've been loving it. We are about to hit a huge goal for me on TikTok, if I haven't already hit it. That's awesome. You guys have been showing mad love over on TikTok. I've been thanking you guys so much on that. Even our first live show was crazy good. You know what I mean? And so I've been very happy with the support that you guys have been showing, all the downloads, all of the ratings. I've been seeing some people rating the podcast too. Please keep rating the podcast. That helps a lot. If you're an audio listener, hey man, just rate the podcast. Just rate it. Rate it a little 5-star. It helps out a lot. It's completely free. You know what I mean? Even if you watch one episode and you're like, that episode was pretty decent. You know what I mean? Just throw a 5-star on there. It helps a lot, man. I know, there's Patreon and all that kind of stuff. And, I plug the Patreon a lot, if I'm being honest with you. But I plug the Patreon mainly because, you get an extra episode a week. Now that I do Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday episodes, I look at it like, hey, why not, get a Friday episode and then being able to send your scenario in. There's been tons of people that have been sending their scenarios into the show. We've been doing Patreon scenarios for, I want to say, the past like 2, maybe 3 months or so. Like, people get in there, they're like, it's only $3 a month and I can send as many scenarios as I want. And trust me, we've gotten tons of people repeating, scenarios and stuff. So, get in there if you want. We have now our very first sponsor. So get in there and, check out that affiliate link. If you are the type of person that loves Korean candy or even just Asian style candy in general, go ahead and check them out. Daegaeon, and so, like I said, man, it's just, it's a big thing. It's a big stepping stone. You guys have been showing so much support. It just makes me want to do more, and we're trying to upgrade the quality of the show. And, obviously just get better quality with the camera, get better quality lighting, get, better quality scenarios and stories and all this kind of stuff. So thank you guys so much for all the support. Please keep up the support, following on TikTok, Instagram for the clips, TikTok for the live. We are now on iHeartRadio as well as Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Hey, if you're on Spotify, stay on Spotify. It's all good. But if you're that, rare ass person that uses iHeartRadio, hey, we're there. You know what I mean? I want to make it easier for you guys. It's like whatever you use, whatever you are, accustomed to, we're there. All you have to do is just search us up. Boom, we're there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I don't really plug the YouTube channel too much, but if you guys are an avid listener on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, head over to the YouTube channel and just drop a sub. You know what I mean? It's nice. I'm gonna start maybe plugging it a little bit just because I'm like, YouTube over there, we don't get too much support on that side, so I don't really focus on it too much. I do focus, on where you guys mainly support, which is TikTok and the audio platforms. So that's what I mainly focus on, you know what I mean? And if you guys want to watch, the YouTube videos, you totally can. They're there. Some of you new people may not even know there's YouTube videos. You're like, wait, what? There's a video to this podcast? And it's like, yeah, there's video. So, youtube.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast, all one word. Okay. So search up Am I the Asshole Podcast, all one word. And that's how you can find us on there. I'm actually going to put it on screen. This episode will go up on a Tuesday. So for Thursday's episode, I'm gonna have it on screen, and I'm also gonna put it in like the description for this episode, so that way you guys can find it. You can use the link tree if you want. Some people, I don't know, they're iffy with the link tree, so I might break down the link tree for you guys and have like separate links and stuff. So I may do that. We'll see. But as far as the YouTube channel, I'll probably put a separate link in there. That way you guys can click that and then you can go there. But if you want, say you're listening to this right now and, you want to check us out on YouTube or whatever and watch the videos, and see the amazing camera quality, then go ahead, youtube.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast, all one word. Am I the Asshole Podcast, all one word. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into our scenarios. Okay. Am I the asshole if I tell my married boyfriend's wife about his affairs? Bitch, what the fuck? She said my married boyfriend's wife about his affairs. Okay, here we go. I, 29 female, started a new job a few months ago. Not long after starting, I saw a cute guy, 27 male, and said something about it and got back around to him. Okay. She saw a cute guy and said something about it. It got back around to him, so he started to reach out, but I found out he was married with a baby on the way. So I tried to ignore him, but kept trying. So I eventually gave in and thought I'd be friends with him. We grew close quickly, and he told me he was separating from his wife and how it was a long time coming. She was going to have the baby and then go back to the state they're originally from. He explained he married her out of necessity, and they've already separated once, but then ended up pregnant again. we started seeing each other and sleeping together, which I'm aware it's disgusting and I hate myself for it believing me. Look, man, a lot of women try to do this. They're like, oh, I know I'm disgusting, da, 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 da. And it's like, okay, if you know that, then why are you doing it? You obviously don't find it disgusting. You don't find it to be as appalling as you think it is, because you're doing it, and you're doing it without like feeling bad. You know what I mean? It's only when you are talking about it to other people, you're like, oh yeah, I feel bad. Oh, I know it's disgusting. No, you don't think that. Like, stop capping. I hate when they do that. Because you don't hate yourself for it, because you loving that dick, because you going back to that dick, and you want to tell his wife about the dick you getting. Like, come on, man. Let's be honest here. Let's be straight. All right. Oh shit. Where's my spot at? We started seeing each other sleeping together, which I'm aware. He kept telling me he loved me and trying to get me pregnant so we could start a family. Well, as time went on, he started showing even more red flags, if that's possible. He got more jealous and territorial. He started listening to my conversations at work just to find things to get mad at me for. Well, we broke up on Saturday. Good riddance, right? Well, today at work, I hear that he's told his friends that he's never going to leave his wife. He's been trying to end it with me for weeks. Nothing is going on between us. Mind you, for the last several months, we go to all of our breaks together and sit in each other's car, as well as sitting in the parking lot after work for an hour just to see each other more, calling off work, etc. On top of that, a new girl just started today at work, and for her first day, she was getting trained by my ex, and they were flirting the whole time. So now I'm fully aware I'm already the asshole for being the other woman, but would it be even worse if I told her everything? She's getting induced tomorrow to have their son. Bro, you are an immense asshole, I ain't gonna lie to you. Just the fact that you slept with a married man in the first place, knowing he was married. And then you let him cap to you, talking about, oh yeah, our relationship is downhill and it's not working out, and it's been a long time coming. I was meaning to leave her a long time ago. You believe that? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe this guy is going to leave his wife, who is pregnant, by the way, and then him over here fucking you and being like, oh, I want to start a family with you, this and that? Nah, nigga wants to hit raw. And if he gets you pregnant, oh well, this motherfucker's going to leave. He's not going to stay with you. And then, when you break up with him and now he's flirting with next girl, it's like, if anything, you should tell homegirl, hey, he's got a wife and he ain't planning on leaving that girl. He's just going to fuck you and then get what he can out of you, and that's that. Everything that he says is a lie. Why? Because it happened to me. Like, come on, man. Why are you going to go tell the wife about all that shit? Like, she's got enough to worry about, I ain't gonna lie to you. She really does. I mean, I get it. Some women could advocate like, oh, no, I would tell her because, she deserves to know this, and that. Sure. But, is the timing really right? Because think about it like this. The timing, to me, it doesn't seem right. It seems like she's going through so much. She's about to have a baby, and it's just like, kind of crazy. So it's like, should you even tell her? I could argue for both sides, most definitely, because for one, she has a right to know, and then two, you know what I mean? It's like, baby girl, just fucking move on. Forget that dude. Who cares about him? And that's not how I feel about it. Just fucking move on. Who cares about that guy? Because at the end of the day, man, he gonna keep fucking on other chicks anyway. You know what I mean? And you see that. You already see it. The new girl rocked up in and was just like, and he was like, oh yeah, my next target. I don't know. That's just me. That's how I feel about it. You guys let me know in the comments, because like I said, I think she would be the asshole if she told the wife. I do. I truly feel she would be the asshole if she told the wife, just because of all the shit that the wife is going through and whatnot. Look, You're an asshole for sleeping with a married man. That's what you're an asshole for. And if you tell the wife and stir the whole pot and all this kind of shit when you guys aren't together anymore and so on and so forth, you're just being vindictive at that point. You know what I mean? Like you're just being vindictive. You're trying to source a reaction, and you're trying to make his life bad and shit like that. It's no point. There's no point. Move on with your life. Get on. You're already the asshole for sleeping with the homeboy. You're the asshole for sleeping with homeboy. Most definitely. So I don't know. Like I said, you guys let me know about that one. All right. We got our next one. I have a huge crush on my married professor. What's up with you ladies and married men? What the fuck? What's going on here? Y'all can't find your own dude? They're just like, nah, the married ones that's where it's at. The married ones. They the motherfuckers. They got the good dick. Hold on, give me one sec. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, boy, throat is dry. Okay. So I'm a college student at UT, and there is one professor who teaches my econ class that I just cannot stop thinking about. Something about him just makes me absolutely smitten, and honestly, he is the only reason I actually try hard in that class. I really want to impress him. When he has office hours, I always go, and I have to admit that I dress extra slutty because I can tell he kind of noticed, and I sometimes catch him looking at me during class. I even got him alone once when nobody else showed up to his office hours, and I swear he was flirting with me. I can see that he's married because he wears a wedding ring, but I swear that just makes me want to fuck him more. I know it. It will probably never happen, but with his job and wife and all that, but I can't help but fantasize about ways to make it happen. I keep hoping he will just make a move on me at some point when I'm alone in his office. Just had to get this off my chest. What the fuck? You women are crazy. Oh my God, she out here like, I am willing to ruin this man's life for the penis. Willing to ruin it. Ruin this man's life. He could lose his job. He could lose his teaching credentials. He could lose his wife, his livelihood, because his wife's going to take half his shit. He's going to lose his job, so he ain't even going to be able to pay his wife, alimony and half the shit he owes her. You know what I mean? All because you wanted to get dicked down by a married guy. Like, come on, man. Like, make it make sense. If I'm being honest with you. Make it make sense, baby girl, because you out here trying to fuck a dude's life over because you trying to get some dick. Like, my thing is like, look, girl, there are plenty of dudes out there. Go find you a dude that you aren't ruining his life and you can actually date this man. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Girl, you are crazy. You are absolutely crazy. You about to fuck this man's life over like that. My goodness. That's wild. She is a super asshole for that, bro. And she's just waiting for it too. She's like, oh, the moment he touches my coochie, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. I'm about to ruin this man's life with this coochie. Ruin this man's life. He ain't gonna be able to think about another woman after I'm done with that penis. Yeah. Like, yo. Oh, man. All right. Hey. All right, we got another one. All right, look, man. Y'all motherfuckers go crazy over your teachers. This one's a guy, though. He says, I can't stop fapping to my chemistry teacher. This nigga. You are in high school, bro. Come on, man. All right. I'm in 11th grade. That is junior college. Wait, what? No, it's not. What the fuck? Nigga, you're in junior high. Or, well, no, you're in high school. You're not in junior high. You're in high school. What the fuck? You ain't in no junior college. What the fuck? All right. In my 11th grade, all our teachers were new, and among them was my chemistry teacher, who is not that hot, and I never had any kind of attraction toward her in the beginning. Even in the whole year after completing my 11th grade, I never felt any kind of desirability towards her. Later in 12th grade, while I was occupied with all that shit I had to get done, I started being more closer to her for clearing up my doubts and... Wait, what? Later in 12th grade, while I was occupied with all the shit I had to get done with, I started being more close to her for clearing up my doubts and help related to assignments and record works. Then I started feeling some sensations. I knew I was liking her, and not long after, I started fantasizing about her in my classes. And even when I was in my house, I started losing concentration in chemistry class as I was more interested in analyzing her than analyzing chemical compounds. After all this, I started to masturbate a lot, and I mean a lot, to her. Initially, I just used to feel guilty and bad about it, and then after it just became a habit. Now I can't stop masturbating to her, and I feel weird about it when I see her in my class. I just had to get this off my chest. I mean, I see a lot of people talking about their crushes on teachers over here, so I thought I'd share this one. Bro, you are weird as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, don't get me wrong. When I was in high school, yes, there was a teacher that I was submitting with. I was like, God damn, you're gorgeous, and she was my English teacher. I'm not gonna put her name out there, but she was a little blonde-haired, white little ting. She had a great body on her, little handful of a booty. You know what I mean? Not a crazy booty, but a handful of booty. She had some titties on her. I was in 11th grade, I believe, so same year as him. And, I was like, my goodness, girl. Woo! God damn, if I wasn't a student, if you would let me, I would. And, she would, and I got close to her because I was part of like her little after school program or whatever that she would have for English students. And I was like, ooh, and she would always be talking about, because I would ask her stuff like, do you have a boyfriend? And have you ever gone home? And, what do you do like when you're not at school and stuff like that? And she's always just like, I'm usually home alone. And, I just watch television shows, and her and I always talked about TV shows and stuff like that. And for me, I was like, yo, I am in there like swimwear. She's single and alone, and I got that young buck dick. Like, come on now. Obviously, nothing ever happened, but I'm just saying, it's one of those things like when you're a kid and you kind of seeing a super attractive teacher, you're kind of just like, it could happen, possibility, But yeah, it was just one of those things where I get it, but man, come on now. It's just like, for me, I wasn't like constantly fapping to her though. That's what I think is weird. The fact that he's out here beating his fish stick, fantasizing about her. Like, I never did that, with a teacher that I liked. I just didn't. I had a crush on her, sure, but I was obviously still dating girls that were my age. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things where I was like, collectively, all the guys in the class were like, yeah, she's hot. She's probably the hottest teacher here, because all the other teachers are fucking frumpy and married and all this other shit. So, I'm just being honest with you. I'm keeping it hundo P with y'all. I think it's weird because, like I said, he's battering his fish stick to the homegirl every fucking day. I wasn't doing that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? No, I was still dating girls that were my age. But, it was one of those things where it's like, hey, if it's a possibility, sign your boy up. Yeah, I'm just saying. All right, on to the next one. All right. This is a new one that I'm actually starting to do. It's called Pointless Stories, where the stories are just kind of pointless, and you guys have just been sharing them. This is actually a Patreon story, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast, $3 a month. You get to send in your story as well as or your story or scenario, or Am I the Asshole scenario, and then you get an exclusive episode every Friday. I asked on Patreon, hey, what are some like pointless stories, not just stories. Cause I've been asking people for Am I the Asshole scenarios as well as stories. And this one was more of like, I was like, fuck it. What was a pointless story? So this is a pointless story. It says, my gynecologist, young male medical shadow, commented on my vagina and cervix today. And I wasn't mad about it. So she wasn't mad about it. So I went in for a pap smear and birth control, but after requesting a female gynecologist, a male student introduced himself, then proceeded to take down my information. He informed me that he was shadowing my doctor, and I didn't say anything or make it aware that I didn't want him there, even though I kind of didn't. I figured maybe he was just practicing intake and communication with patients, which was completely fine by me. Then when she came in, he accompanied her and they started to conduct the test after. After the breast exam, I felt comfortable and I thought he was a professional who's got to learn somehow. So then I didn't care anymore and became very calm. He then began to insert the speculum and he looked inside and then exclaimed, "Wow, your vagina and cervix look exactly like the textbook." He had a look of pure joy and amusement plastered on his face. My gynecologist started laughing and said, "Well, that's a first," then told me to go drive home flying high on that compliment. That's all. All right. Okay. Ladies, have you ever had something like that happen to you where you go in for a routine pap smear and then, they open your shit up with the little thing, where they stick it in you and then they're just like, and it like spreads your shit open. And, and then they're just like, "Wow, you have a, pretty cervix or a pretty vagina." I don't know. Have you ever experienced that? Do let me know because like I said, I don't have a vagina. I don't know. You know what I mean? And then if you did get that compliment, would it be a good compliment or would it be a bad compliment? You know what I mean? Because obviously this is a routine thing. This is a normal thing that you girls do and you girls go through and whatnot. And, has there ever been a time where it's like, hey, in the multitude of times you've gone, they're just like, "Oh, wow, you actually have a pretty vagina. It looks just like the textbooks," or, whatever. They say something about it. I don't know. You guys let me know because I'm curious. Being honest with you, it's a great way to share your stories down there with me. You know what I mean? Because I do have a large female audience. I do have a more female than male audience. So you guys let me know. I'll pose the question, pretty much everywhere. You can comment anywhere you want. But yeah, I want to know. You guys let me know. Has it ever happened? All right, let's get into our next one. This one is called "I Think I Miss Being in Prison." I thought I would never hear that from anyone, if I'm being honest with you. Like, you miss being in prison? What? Okay. All right. I guess. All right. I, female 23, was locked up. This is a girl. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, a dude wouldn't miss being in prison low key. Yeah, dude wouldn't miss, getting his ass beaten, possible getting fucked in the ass kind of thing. A girl, I think it would be different. I don't know. Let's see. I, female 23, was locked up for 2 years after my mom and ex set me up for something they did. While I was there, I was bullied and every day was like a nightmare for me. I was forced to make the women laugh. They called me their clown. And if I couldn't make them laugh, I'd be horribly beaten. When I got out, I thought things would slowly get better, but my mom and ex hooked up while I was inside. What the fuck? Look, I just want to make something clear. I only went to live with them because I had no other choice and I wanted to bond with my daughter. Anyway, it was beyond embarrassing and humiliating moving in with them because they weren't keeping their relationship a secret. And believe it or not, the inmates were nicer to me than they were. This morning, I woke up along with my daughter and they were both gone. I later learned they put the house up for collateral and I was told my daughter and I have to leave. So now I'm homeless and the daughter has been abandoned by her father. Maybe I've gone insane But part of me thinks I was better off in prison. At least I had some certainty. I don't like being afraid like this and not knowing what's going to happen. Yo, that is crazy. She's like, I miss being in prison. Like, I would much rather be in prison than dealing with this bullshit. At least there I had 3 hot meals and a fucking bed to sleep in. But now I have my mom and my shitty ass ex-boyfriend fucking each other. My daughter doesn't have parents. Wow, man. That is scary. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, I really wouldn't know what to think of something like that. You know what I mean? Like, in that situation, if I was in that situation, yes, I would want to be back in prison too, if I'm being honest with you. Like, when I first read the title, I was like, why the fuck would you want to be back in prison? But now, going through the circumstances, I see why. I would want to be back in prison too, because I'd be like, yo, at least I had 3 square hot meals and a roof over my head and a bed to sleep in. You know, at least, yeah, I was getting bullied and yeah, I was getting beaten up, whatever, but I'll take that over fucking getting abused all the time. And now I'm homeless. I ain't got nowhere to go and so on and so forth. But shit, man, I hope for the best, because that's extremely scary. That is very, very scary, man. I do hope that, you know, things go well for her. Most definitely. I really do. I hope things go well for her, because that is extremely scary, man. But that's going to go ahead and end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Today has been a very, very juicy episode, from the thread of when was a time that somebody tried to kill you, to the wildness of like women sleeping with married men, to them wanting to fuck up teachers' lives, to dudes beating they meat to teachers, and, you know, somebody wanting to be in prison. Like, dude, this has been a crazy episode. Like I told you guys, man, you know, 2024 is going to be the year for this show, man. We're only going to get crazier. The scenario is only going to get better. The equipment is only going to get better. Camera quality, lighting, everything, man, everything. I love you guys so much, man. Thank you for all the support. Please rate the podcast on listening platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Rate the podcast. Please, please rate the podcast. It helps so much. It's free. If you like the episodes and you're downloading and you're coming back every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, you know, just hit that 5-star, man. It helps a lot. It pushes the podcast out there. It gets us out there, man. It helps a lot. So I would just appreciate if you did that. TikTok and Instagram for the clips, man. You guys have been going crazy. I try to post clips as often as I possibly can. TikTok sometimes gets very temperamental when you post too many clips. So I try to keep 3 clips to an episode. So that way, you know what I mean? I can get the max engagement and stuff like that. But you guys have been showing a lot of support, man. You know, we're about to hit a big milestone. If not, we've probably already hit the milestone on TikTok. So thank you guys so much for that. And I appreciate everything, man. I really, really do. You guys make this show happen, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.